from a complaint in the form of a petition to the High Court that was lodged sometime in May this year, challenging the powers of the Commission and challenging the legality of the ex gratia awarded to the former leader of the opposition and the 3 bank bench commissioners. As you might be aware, this matter has been in the public space, probably as early as the new year, and has occupied quite plenty of space in public media and private media. And everyone apparently had an opinion on this matter. Some opined politically, others legally, then the rest were simply rumor mongering. You're also aware that there are the citizens that challenged this matter. There were those in the anti-corruption court that withdrew the matter for reasons known to them. I'm aware of those who went to the leadership court tribunal. I don't know how far they are. I'm also aware there are other petitions to the inspectorate about the same matter. Today morning, we received the ruling of court on the matter, and in a way, it settles the dispute over the powers of the Commission, the role played by Parliament and its attendant committees, as well as the executive in this entire process of budgeting and the entire activities that culminated into the ex gratia award to the former leader of the opposition and the backbench commissioners. There will never be consensus anywhere in the world on matters of finance, and that I agree. But they should never be used to undermine, to berate, to insult, to slander those we disagree with. That can only happen if we have the full knowledge and understanding of what we are addressing. In the impugned matter determined by court this morning, very clear that members of Parliament who have been agitating and making a lot of noise and occupying space were acting either deliberately to portray ignorance to the public, or actually they are ignorant about their duties. I have read the court determination to detail. I disagree with some areas of their determination, but I appreciate and agree with the key area of the determination of this matter, which is whether the Commission can lawfully do that, whether Parliament considered this matter through the right procedures and made a determination of the same. So we shall use that to now agree as Parliament as how we do our business. Probably it offers education to members of Parliament that neglect their duty and then want to appeal to the public through incitement and other forms of excitement on their own. Also, to note that probably this will put the petitioners in the rightful space. People have been asking why I have been personally quiet and left matters to take their course. It's because I believe in the rule of law. If people are petitioning, they have right to petition. If people go to court, they have right to go to court. And all these different agencies of government have a right to take a decision. Today we obtained one of the key decisions. I am sure it is going to impact probably other possible decisions that we will obtain from that ruling. I thank you. Can I answer the English questions? Then I can make a brief in Uganda, if there are questions. Yes, Yes, please. Yes, Mr. Namayo. You know, court was very elaborate in its reasoning before hammering the final decision. But in one of the conclusions, I have a different view because in the wisdom of court, the clerk to parliament is at fault in how he named the ex gratia. It's a matter of a disagreement on nomenclature, on what he should have called it, in the form, either a form of chart of accounts. But he is not at fault legally because he was only doing his work. So if you do not find him at fault legally, you cannot find him at fault in form of process. So if it was about me, I think for me, given the reasoning of court, the final conclusion on the role of the clerk, I disagree with the court respectfully. Probably it would have been done differently. Hopefully, the clerk in his own will probably consider asking court to reconsider that decision because it does not flow with the legal reasoning of court in this matter. Secondly, the clerk never deponed an affidavit before court. So you can easily say he was being condemned and had. And that is a violation of the Constitution. That's my area of departure with the way the matter was handled by court. Any other question in English?
What's the fate? What could be the fate of the current censure motion?
I think the question of censure, the question should be probably put to the petitioners. But the last time I checked, the petitioners, some of them are lawyers. Not just lawyers, but officers of court. I think they have a fair understanding of what this ruling really means to them. But I'm sure they should be educating each other, including those they have been lying to, that they were actually lying. I hope they'll be able to honestly come out and apologize to the country for misleading colleagues in Parliament. They were aware. They were actually alive to so many suits before court, including the several suits they instituted and withdrew, either instituted through other people and then withdrew them. Then they were reinstating others. So the petitioner should be able to explain to the country their next course of action, given that. But I'm sure they are mature enough and well-schooled to understand the implication of that. And hopefully, those that have been involved in slander and name-calling will come out and apologize, though they slandered.
Thank you. My name is just one question.
Yes, Samuel.
Those that have been at the forefront of meeting your name, almost everywhere.
Yeah.
And a name comes with a lot of costs.
Yeah.
What actions are you considering against these people that have been at the forefront of meeting your name?
Well, that is not for today, but I am giving them space to think their own personal integrity. I have been at pains because the biggest business has been my name. On my name, they have had lunch. Others have had bottles of waraji. Others have gotten wealth in slandering me. And I never rush anything. It is my time and space. I'll make a decision on what to do because you do not wake up every day to become Mpuuga. Those slandering me, even if I gave them another 50 years, they won't become half of me. So, but I'll give that time. And then, because there are very serious national issues now to deal with. While those issues obtain, I will ignore the side show because there are people out there that are waiting for leadership. from those who can offer it. And for me, in the interim, I'll give credence to the demands of our people, our common peoples, to offer leadership on very many dicey matters of governance in this country, so that we can, common good is served. I care about my name. I care about my integrity. I also care so much about the direction of this country. I'm very sure those who have been slandering me have been partly using that to deter me from doing what they know I am capable of doing. I want to assure them that I am going on course to do what I think I am capable of doing in the service of alma mater, in the service of this dear land, to which I am obligated as a leader and as a citizen.
Don't you think there was a conflict of interest for you to be part of the very meeting that awarded you awards?
Namayanja, I want to guide you, my sister, to go and read the court ruling. That matter has been canvassed by court. But if you want to sit in my law class to teach you, I have no problem. But the matter has been canvassed by court. Therefore, it's been settled. I have nothing useful to add to the ruling of court on that same subject of conflict of interest.
Maybe for Uganda, just one from you.
Please.
According to the court ruling, do you consider yourself a winner?
Well, if this were a contest, but I know it was a matter of people who were trading spite, and therefore there's nothing like a victory. They only interfered with my progression and the intentions for which I had desired to drive the opposition agenda. You can agree with me that the opposition right now is almost not led. You know, you have people jumping around on everything and ending nowhere. So I want to go back to offering proper leadership other than jumping around on every little thing. Enkya ya leero tufunye ekiwandiiko